This tutorial will help you find materials in the UWSP Library Instructional Materials Center on the 3rd floor of Albertson Hall. This is a special collection that's designed for use by students like you who are planning to be teachers. The types of resources in the IMC include nonfiction, informational books, all the way from even preschool and kindergarten to high school, things that you might use to help teach a topic at the level of K-12 students. It includes a lot of fiction, storybooks, and novels, children's literature from a picture book to a young adult novel. So you might take a topic like climate change and find something very simple that you could use with 1st or 2nd graders, all the way up to a dystopian novel that you might have young adults read that relates to climate change. We have activity guides, things that teachers might use to put together a unit, curriculum development resources for teachers. So these can range from a very broad, maybe an activist book like the We Are All Greta book, or to something very specific like a guide for putting together a recycling program for 4th or 5th graders. And then we have some textbooks, and we have other types of materials that could be used in the classroom like games or puppets or maps, that type of thing. But how do you find these resources? Well, you find them in our catalog, Search at UW. So I'm going to launch the catalog, go out to Search at UW, and show you some hints for doing searches specifically for IMC materials. So let's say I'm interested in putting together resources on bees. So right now you're going to evaluate some environmental education resources, but later you might be putting together a lesson plan. So I'm going to search for that topic. Just do a general search across the whole library and all the articles that we have access to in Search at UW. But I want to zero in on things in the Instructional Materials Center. And I do that by using these limiters along the left-hand side. And I'm going to look for the location limiter, K-12 collection IMC, and click on that. So I'm going to go down from thousands of resources to specifically looking for the resources in the K-12 collection. And this is what you'll be doing to find books, physical resources in the UWSP library that you might use in this assignment. When you're searching in the catalog, when you want to use a filter like the K-12 collection, you can tell it to remember filters. So I can say, do all my searches with that filter in mind. And now I can look through the list of resources. And as I said, you might find a variety of things. What's the Buzz? Keeping Bees in Flights? Looks like nonfiction. Big City Bees? Maybe nonfiction. I see an activity guide, turn this book into a beehive, experiments and activities. So I see a variety of types of things that you might use to both evaluate in the assignment that you're doing right now, and then later in a lesson plan. When you're searching in the IMC, if you click on one of these, you can find out more information and get a call number. So right here is the call number. Remember, you're up on the 3rd floor of Albertson Hall, and more information towards the bottom that gives me more information about the book to see if I want to make the trip over to the library and check this book out. You can check out any of the books from the library for 28 days, or you can just use them in the building and complete your evaluation assignment.